My friend, the storms of life are not designed to defeat you, but to reveal you. We often think that strength means never being shaken, never feeling pain, never falling down. But true strength is not about never falling. It's about rising every time you do. Life will test you. It will put you through trials you never asked for. It will challenge your patience, your courage, and your belief in yourself. And yet, deep inside you is a well of resilience that cannot be touched by circumstances. That's what we call unshakable strength. When you understand that challenges are not here to crush you, but to shape you, you begin to walk differently. You no longer resist the storms. You embrace them knowing they carry gifts. Today, I want to share with you 6 powerful ways to awaken that strength within you. So no matter what life throws at you, you can stand tall, unbroken, and unstoppable. The way you see your challenges determines the way you experience them. Think about it. 2 people can go through the exact same storm, lose the same job, face the same illness, or endure the same heartbreak, yet one will be destroyed while the other grows stronger. What makes the difference? Perspective. Most of us are conditioned to ask, why is this happening to me? That question assumes life is unfair, as though you are a victim of something random and cruel. But if you shift your perspective and instead ask, what is this trying to teach me? Or how can I use this? Everything changes. Suddenly, your suffering has meaning, your pain has purpose. Every challenge becomes a teacher. Hardships refine you like fire refines gold. They strip away what doesn't matter so you can discover what truly does. They show you how strong you really are, not in theory, but in practice. When you shift your perspective, you stop fighting reality and start flowing with it. You realize that life is not happening to you. It's happening for you. Even the toughest moment gifts can be gifts wrapped in disguise. So the next time life knocks you down, pause and ask, what am I meant to see here? What strength is being born inside me because of this? When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at truly begin to change. That's the first step to unshakable strength. One of the greatest causes of suffering during tough times is our tendency to live anywhere but in the present. We replay the past wondering what we could have done differently, or we project into the future worrying about what might happen. Both steal our strength. But the truth is this: the present moment is the only place where your power exists. When you are fully here, breathing, observing, being, you are untouchable. The storm may rage around you, but inside you remain calm. Think of a tree in a hurricane. Its branches may sway, some may even break, but its roots are deep. That's what it means to be anchored in the present. Life's winds cannot uproot you when you are grounded. How do you practice this? By noticing your breath, by paying attention to what is real right now instead of what your mind is projecting. If you're in pain, allow yourself to feel it, but don't add the weight of past regrets or future fears. Focus only on what you can do here and now. When you anchor yourself in the present, you stop drowning in what ifs, if onlys. You begin to see that in this very moment you are alive, you are breathing, and you are capable. And that realization is power. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, stop. Take a breath, look around you, ask yourself, what is real right now? You'll find that most of the fear is in your mind, not in reality. That's how you reclaim your strength, by returning to the present. Within you lives a voice that is calm, steady, and wise. It's not the loud voice of fear, nor the anxious chatter of doubt. It's the quiet whisper of truth. Yet in tough times, we often ignore this inner guidance, letting external noise drown it out. But here's the secret: your inner voice knows the way. It knows what choices are right for you. It knows how to guide you through the storm. When you learn to trust it, you discover a strength that no one can take from you. The problem is many of us don't trust ourselves. We doubt our decisions. We second-guess our instincts. We hand our power to others, thinking they know better. But strength comes when you reclaim your authority, when you say, I will listen to myself. How do you connect with that voice? Silence, reflection. You can't hear whispers in a room full of noise, and you can't hear your intuition in a mind full of fear. When you quiet yourself, the voice rises. It may tell you to be patient. It may nudge you to take a step. It may simply say, keep going, you are stronger than you think. When you trust your inner voice, you stop being shaken by the opinions of others. You stop letting fear dictate your choices. You realize that strength isn't found outside. It's born inside. And that's unshakable. Every storm presents us with 2 choices: to shrink in fear or to rise in faith. Fear tells you stories. You're not strong enough. You'll never make it. This is the end. Faith tells you a different story. You are more resilient than you know. This is not the end, but the beginning of something greater. The difference between fear and faith is not about the situation. It's about what you choose to believe about the situation. Fear thrives on uncertainty, magnifying every possibility of failure. Faith, however, thrives on trust. It doesn't guarantee that everything will happen the way you want, but it assures you that whatever happens, you will have the strength to meet it. Think of fear as a fog. It clouds your vision, making the road ahead look impossible. But faith is like the sun. When it rises, the fog disappears. The road doesn't magically become easier, but now you can see it clearly. Choosing faith doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means refusing to be paralyzed by it. It means holding on to the belief that there is always a way forward, even if you can't see it yet. Faith whispers, take the step. You'll find the ground as you walk. So how do you cultivate faith in tough times? You start by remembering moments when you thought you couldn't survive, but you did. You recall the storms you already walked through, the nights you thought would never end, yet morning came. That memory fuels your faith. When fear comes knocking, remind yourself, if I could overcome before, I can overcome again. Fear drains your energy, but faith restores it. Fear weakens you, but faith strengthens you. Fear makes you run from life, but faith helps you walk through it with courage. Every time you choose faith over fear, you build a foundation that nothing can shake. One of the greatest transformations in life happens when you stop, why did this happen to me? And instead ask, how can I use this? Pain, when left unattended, can paralyze you. But when you channel it, it becomes fuel. History is filled with people who turn their deepest wounds into their greatest contributions. The loss of a loved one led some to dedicate their lives to helping others heal. Personal struggles with poverty inspired others to create opportunities for the less fortunate. Even your own hardships carry seeds of purpose. Pain cracks us open. It humbles us, softens us, and makes us more compassionate. When you've walked through darkness, you gain empathy for others who are still there. That empathy can become a mission, a calling, a way of bringing light into the world. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this pain? How can it make me better instead of bitter? Sometimes your purpose is not about changing the world in a grand way. It's about being a source of strength for someone else who feels weak. Pain can make you hard, or it can make you human. It can make you close off, or it can make you open up. The choice is always yours. Remember this, nothing you go through has to be wasted. If you decide to turn your pain into purpose, every scar becomes a story, every tear becomes a lesson, and every setback becomes a stepping stone. Your suffering transforms into strength, not just for you, but for those around you. When you live this way, your hardships no longer define you, they refine you. That's the power of turning pain into purpose. Gratitude is not about denying your struggles. It's about remembering that even in the darkest times, there is still light. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what remains. And in that shift, you discover strength you didn't know you had. When life is difficult, it's easy to drown and you've lost what didn't work out or what's falling apart. But gratitude pulls you back to the ground. It whispers, Wes, things are hard, but look, there is still breath in your lungs. There are still people who love you. There are still opportunities waiting to be seen. Think of gratitude as a lantern. In the middle of a dark cave, it may not erase the shadows, but it gives you enough light to take the next step. That's all you need, just enough strength for the step in front of you. Start small. Be grateful for the sunrise, for a kind word, for your ability to endure. Gratitude doesn't erase the pain, but it softens it. It doesn't remove the storm, but it helps you see the rainbow hiding within it. What you focus on expands. Focus on loss, and you focus on gratitude, and you feel stronger. Gratitude rewires your mind to see possibility instead of limitation, hope instead of despair. The most resilient people are not those who never faced pain, but those who chose gratitude in the midst of it. They train their minds to notice blessings even when life feels like it's falling apart. That's why they stay strong. When you hold on to gratitude, you discover that strength is not about having a perfect life. It's about appreciating life even when it's imperfect. My friend, life will test you. It will push you to your limits, challenge your spirit, and demand more from you than you think you can give. But within you lies an unshakable strength, a strength not dependent on circumstances, but born from the power of your perspective, the presence you bring to each moment, the voice of intuition guiding you, the faith you choose over fear, the purpose you create from pain, and the gratitude you hold even in darkness. Strength is not the absence of struggle. Strength is the decision to keep standing in the struggle. It's the choice to rise again, not because it's easy, but because you refuse to be broken. Every storm you face has the potential to bury you or to build you. And the difference lies in how you respond. If you shift your perspective, if you stay anchored in the present, if you trust yourself, if you choose faith, if you turn your pain into purpose, and if you hold on to gratitude, you will not just survive tough times, you will thrive in them. Remember, these storms don't last forever, but the strength you build in them will last a lifetime. You are not fragile. You are not weak. You are unshakable. And the world needs that strength, not someday, but today. So stand tall, breathe deeply, and walk forward knowing that no matter what comes, you are stronger than you think.